I do so agree with that general philosophy. If a plant is happy, it will always look beautiful. And a beautiful rose is as lovely as anything the garden can offer. I think this Rosa complicata has been happy because it's looked really good. I pruned it last March, let light and air into it, and then it's responded with a mass of its lovely big single pink flowers. And now we've got good hips that will only look better for another month or two before they fade. Now, there's a subsidiary result of the pruning, which are these very vigorous new growths that will bear next year's flowers. But they also have another role, and that's to provide cuttings from which I can make new plants. And if you want to make a rose garden, producing your own plants from cuttings is cost-free and really not difficult at all. They respond very well to it. And these will be hardwood cuttings. Now, the easiest way to take these is to take a really good long stem. This actually, the one I've grabbed, is a good one. It doesn't want to be too thin. So I'm going to cut right down in the bottom there. I'm going to get in here. Cut there, and I'll take one more too while I'm about it. There's a nice one at the back. There we go. That can come out. Right. Ow! Just pricked myself, never mind. It's roses. Now we're going to make these into cuttings. What you're looking for is material about the thickness of a pencil. And you can use just normal prunings. There's nothing special about this other than that it's fresh, new growth that's hardened off. Now, in terms of hardening off, it means that this growth at the top, which has just happened in the last month or so, is too soft. If you can bend it, it's not going to make a good hardwood cutting. So we'll take the tops off, probably down to there, and that can go. And then I'm going to cut this into about 6 to 8 inch lengths. And the bottom of the cuttings are always straight and the top's at an angle. And I cut below a bud. So if I cut there, that's one bottom, and cut above a bud at an angle, just there. Cut straight bottom, above, there, that's 2. Straight underneath there, and then above there. So I've got 3 out of that. And then strip the leaves off. So those leaves come off like that. So I actually just strip that off. So what I've got is a straight stem with a flat bottom and a sloping top. 2 reasons for doing a sloping top. The first is so you know it's the top, because if you jiggle it around and get it upside down, at least you know you won't put it in the wrong way around. And also, if it gets very wet, the water won't sit on the bud and possibly rot it. It'll run off like a sloping roof. Now, unless you're going to do this very, very quickly, as I am, you should just pop them into a glass of water and keep them nice and fresh. I'm just going to make a little slit trench along here. And it is literally just like that. Now, this is a little tiny nursery bed, and if you are going to propagate, whether it be from seed or cuttings or division, it's very useful to have a corner of the garden where you can put plants to grow them on. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to add a little grit along the bottom. All cuttings root better with good drainage. So just pop some grit. Sharp sand would do the job as well. There we go. And then space them out at about 6 inch intervals. Now remember, that's the bottom, that's the top. So up against the edge. And in fact, with hardwood cuttings, a 50% success rate is good. The residue of prickles are there, so every time I push down, I'm getting spiked. And then all we do is pull this back, and you can see why I made the trench as it is, because it's so easy to pull back along there. Pull back there, and just gently firm them down around them, like that. Label it, water it, and then just keep it weeded. Now the roots won't start to form until next spring, but next October I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new Rosa complicata plants A reasonable size, but it cost me what? 10 minutes of my time.